What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Zhilei Big Bang Zhang, Daniel Dubois, and Anthony Joshua. Zhilei Zhang gives an honest verdict on Anthony Joshua Dubois, and he says, quote, he has something to prove, okay? And this is what Zhilei Zhang has said. He said, it's hard to say, difficult question when asked about AJ versus Dubois. He said, let's see what their training camp and preparation look like. Dubois is on the rise. He's fantastic. And he has something to prove. So I think he might be a better performance that night. Yes, I agree. Dubois has a solid chin to pull off the upset. Those are the words of Zhilei Big Bang Zhang. And let me counterpunch. You know, that's a very interesting prediction. You know, and Daniel Dubois is young. He's hungry. I think he's getting hungrier. I think his confidence is getting a lot better. I think Daniel Dubois is a guy that is going to go out fighting this time. I think the phobias may be gone, or the issue with his phobia of getting hit may be treated to a certain degree. Okay, but I think maybe, just maybe, AJ may pull it out or turn it out or bring it back out of him. However, you know, I think Daniel Dubois does have something to prove. So I do agree with Zhilei Zhang. I think he has something to prove. I think that he's going to go out to prove it. And I think that that's exactly what, you know, he intends to do that night. However, something that people haven't thought about when listening to Zhilei Zhang, okay? We already know Zhilei Zhang has made a statement, okay? In his last interview, him and his interpreter. And he has said this about Anthony Joshua. He said, I know for a fact that Anthony Joshua will never fight me. Okay, so he's went on record and said that. He said that actually in this same interview. All right, but based on that, based on he's knowing that AJ will duck him and this, that, and the other, is it wishful thinking? Because you know, or you're convinced that a fighter that's right there at the top, he's right under that. See, Zhang's here and Joshua's probably like here, okay? He knows, or he feels, that AJ will never fight him. Well, if he feels that way, okay, if he feels that way, honestly, why would he want Joshua to win? See what I mean? See, yeah, Daniel Dubois is fantastic. He's young. You know, I think he has a solid chin, this, that, and the other. But then, yet, he's fighting a guy in AJ. Oh, he can pull off the upset. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, well, he didn't say anything about Dubois ducking him. You know, and I think if you're dealing with a fighter that you are convinced that won't fight you, you're going to root for the fighter that you feel may fight you. You know, and then keep in mind, this is a Queensberry thing, okay? Both from Queensberry. Danny Dubois and Zhilei Zhang are both Queensberry fighters. So it would ideally be the best interest of Zhilei Zhang to want Daniel Dubois to win. You know what I mean? So at what point do you call that or draw the line of being prediction versus wishful thinking and your desire for a fighter to win versus who you think will win? You know what I mean? Damn, I hope Dubois pulls it off from Anthony Joshua. I think it would be better said that. You know, you can say, oh, it's better preparation, this, that, and the other, but those things go, you know, that's what else being said. You know, that's a given. But pretty much I would respect someone saying, you know what, I think AJ's ducking me, so why would I care if AJ won or not? I'm going to go for Dubois because I think Dubois will fight me. I think that is probably the most honest way you can answer that question, okay? Instead of how he put it. You know, He does have something to prove, though. So I think it's disguised well. But I think Zhilei Zhang's ulterior motive is to want AJ to lose. You know what I mean? I admit it for myself. Listen, I know Andy Ruiz is the better fighter with Jarrell Miller. I know he's faster than Jarrell Miller. I think he's a better combination fighter. I think his hands are faster. You know what I mean? I think all that about Andy Ruiz versus Jarrell Miller. But I would prefer Jarrell Miller to win. Why? Based on what I feel he would do in his career versus Andy. Because based on what Andy has done, it's been absolute shite. So, that being said, that's why I would prefer Jarrell Miller. But that doesn't mean the shit's going to happen now, will it? My wishful thinking of Jarrell Miller beating Andy Ruiz is the same, I believe, that Zhilei Zhang feels that Daniel Dubois for Anthony Joshua beating him, hoping that he would win. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Zhilei Zhang's prediction of Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. He can pull off an upset. He is the guy. He's fantastic. All that and more. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.